Hi guys, today I'm back with another video talking about what's on my phone, but this time it's another phone. I actually wanted to get this phone. I was interested in this phone as soon as it came out, but it was too expensive for me to get because the folding phone technology is not that mature yet, and I didn't want to get it for like 10,000 Hong Kong dollars. And recently I've been thinking about getting a work phone, and then I came across this store who sells this phone for half the original price, which I think is a much more reasonable price for this phone, so that's why I got it. So I've been using it as my daily phone for almost a week now, so I'm just gonna show you what's on it. But first, let's talk about the outside. I have the case that comes with it. I have to put a case on it because I'm afraid it will break, and it's very fingerprint prone because it's like a mirror surface, but even with a case it's very apparent with the fingerprints anyway, so whatever. And then on here I have a sticker from this Instagram artist account. I actually used to have more stickers on here, but I just settled with a more simple design. And then they have a little screen on here which shows you the time, the battery, and the date, and then notifications, and then also a screen to control music. And then when you press the power button twice, it shows the camera. You can take a picture. Yeah. Okay, so it took the picture. Basically, that's the outside. This is the hinge. It's not waterproof or dust proof, which is a pity, but whatever.
Where's my iPhone?
Yeah, I have to bring my iPhone for the shower because I like to play the music while I shower. This is my phone. I'll show you the always on display first. I have this carousel that comes with the theme, which is the biggest reason I got the theme, because I really like this design. And then I have the time and date on here. I have the notifications and battery percentage, and if I fold it up, it will be moved up to the upper screen, and I could just place it here and look at the time while I work on something else, which is really convenient. And then in my lock screen, I'm using the wallpaper that comes with this theme. Also, you might see some lines through the screen because the frames per second with a phone is not compatible with the camera, but I already did my best to fix this. I can't do anything about it. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. And then I have the camera app on here, and then the internet app on here, and I can just swipe to open it. You can customize what's on here. This used to be another app, but I forgot what it is. And then I have the clock with the gradient color, and then the notifications. I can just press on it to see what it is. And then I can unlock with the fingerprint on the power button. The power button can also do this, like the swipe down notification. So if you're using this and your fingers are not long enough to do that, which I think no one's fingers are that long, but whatever, you can just use the power button to do that. The good thing about having your fingerprint is that I'm wearing a mask every day outside, so if I can use my fingerprint to unlock it, it's much more convenient.
Also Faggy.
Also, we entered Faggy's fingerprint on my phone, so if you kidnap Faggy, you can unlock my phone, but don't kidnap Faggy, please. Okay. So my home screen wallpaper is me and my sister and Faggy. It's really cute. That's on one of our walks. We took our Fujifilm camera to take photos that day. And then on the home screen, the first page here, we have weather, and then we have a memo, a countdown of ENHYPEN's debut. I already pre-ordered their album, and I'm so poor because the shipping is freaking insane. I don't know why. And they don't even ship until their actual debut date, so I will get the album super late, and I'm so sad about that. But the sales counts towards the chart, so whatever. Okay.
頭先喺 dog park 度 frantically 佢哋開始 pre-order.
Yeah. And then this app is called what is it called? Kumo, Cumo. So yeah, that's here. And then it's countdown 33 days. I'm so sad about that. And then I have the Google search bar where I can just go into any website and search anything. The most recent thing that I searched was Bilgao. It's a Hong Kong meme, and I was showing my family what Bilgao means. Bilgao. It's so funny. Okay, anyway. Also in Android phones you can set the navigation bar to have the 3 buttons. But I use the swipe gestures because I'm used to iPhones. But in this theme, you have these very cute designs, so whatever. But I still use the swipe gestures. And then on here I have the 2 little widgets for me to turn on my room lights and my sister's lights through the Wi-Fi, so it's easier. And then for my apps, I have these apps. But before that, we're going to talk about my theme because that's one of the most exciting things about using an Android phone, in my opinion, because recently in iPhone 14 you can like customize your apps, right? But you have to go through the shortcuts app every time, but in Android that's not necessary, so it's really fun. So my theme that I'm using right now is called Mimi Store. It's a theme by the artist called Mimi, and these are the other themes that I got. And I also have an icon pack that I'm not using right now, and I also have an always on display. This is so cute. Anyway, that's the theme. So all the default apps like these ones are from the theme that I'm using. So the first app I have is Gallery. It's my phone gallery app. I have it synced with Google Photos and OneDrive, so I can have all of my photos from my iPhone on here. Actually, the first day that I tried to use this phone's camera, I was really disappointed because it was too saturated. Look how Faggy looks like a little fried chicken, and I don't like it. But now I'm more okay with it. I don't know what adjustments I made, but it looks better. So whatever, I like it. So that's Gallery. And then I have WhatsApp. It's so annoying to transfer from iPhone to Android. I bought another app for this specific reason. I don't know why, but because I can just like abandon all of my chat history because I don't really care. But I did it anyways, and it's annoying. And then the next app is Mox, which is my bank app, a new virtual bank in Hong Kong that you can use as a debit card also, which is super convenient. You also have a lot of cashback opportunities, but you have to be 18 to apply. So my sister is crying in the corner about the Mox card.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the next app is called Dog Assistant. It's basically a little tracker for everything your dog does.
Little tracker?
Yeah. So you can do all of these activities.
They
Track
show all the comments.
Yeah, and track what they eat, track when they walked, track when they pooped and when they showered, whatever. And then you can have multiple dogs, you can have journals, you can have your pack. So me and my sister are in the same pack, so both of us can add data for little Faggy. Then you can have your dog's profile, you can have a little picture, and then have a little date of birth, you can have a little chat. Hi. And then my sister will see it. So if we go on walks separately with Faggy, we can all log Faggy's stuff so we can stay in the loop forever. But I don't know why this is weird, because this app is free on Android, but it's a paid app on iOS. So guess who cheated the system? Me. Okay, anyway, so this is a fun app. This is stats, so you can see how they did. Like, you can see the patterns. Yeah, very fun, very good. If you do have a pet, you can pet, and you can also keep cats or whatever on here. So if we get a second pet, it's gonna be so fun. Our pack's gonna expand. And then the last app on this row is Spotify. So obviously now that I'm using an Android, it's better to use Spotify, but also it's kind of dumb. Like, Spotify is kind of dumb on Android because you can't swipe to queue or add the music to your library. It's so freaking dumb. Yeah, that's the dumbest thing ever, and it's so slow to use Spotify. Actually, the swiping features are one of the features that I like the most about Spotify over Apple Music, but it's so annoying. And I don't even have the lyrics yet in Spotify, and my friends all have it, and I'm so upset about it. I hate you, Spotify. And then the next row, I have Instagram. Follow me, even though I'm not really that active. I posted some photos that I took with the Fujifilm camera, as I said. And recently they merged the messaging thing with Messenger from Facebook. You can change the theme color. Like, this is me and my sister's chat. And you can reply to specific messages right now by swiping, which is cool. Long-awaited feature anyway. And then I have my Twitter, which I use to check all of the updates from N-hyphen, and I also talk about a lot of Why? That was the call to pick up fee. Y'all can also follow me. I have a lot of rants about N-hyphen. Pretty annoying, but if you're into that, I don't mind. And then we have Weverse, which I just bought the album from. This is the first time I've ever become a member for a K-pop group, which is kind of insane. But yeah, they're gonna debut on November the 30th. I can't believe I'm older than all of the members. Like, I'm so old. Okay, anyway, 你自己去好唔好啊? I have Weverse for N-hyphen and 17. I'm so glad that the Weverse users, artists are expanding, so I can like follow more people.
Live.
Yeah, they go live all the time.
Like, oh, it's 17.
Yeah. At this point, I'm like not even that crazy with 17 anymore because I've stan them for so long. They feel more like family or like siblings that I just have fun relaxing with. But with N-hyphen, I'm like, they're my new baby, you know. I have to be more into it, you know. So I have Weverse, and then I have YouTube, which I spend a lot of time on, which is not a good thing, but it's a thing. And then I have Habiga, Pika, which is an app I used to track my hobbies and habits. I ate lunch today, so I'm gonna do it. And then the most fun thing is that it has the health bar and magic bars. It works like an RPG. I'm gonna do a video on this app specifically, but basically it's really fun. You can join challenges with your friends to help each other achieve their goals, and then you can have daily hobbies, and if you don't do them, you'll minus your health, track all of your freaking hobbies, which is really fun. You can change, you can have pets, you can have mount pets, and then you can also like change your clothes. So that's all the apps I have on this page. And then on the bottom row, I have the phone app, which I actually don't use that often, but I just really like the icon, so I keep it here. And then I have Notion, which is the app I use for most organization, my diary, everything else. And then I have the internet app because I have to go online all the time and search for things, and sometimes I don't want to use Google. And then I have TickTick, which is my actual to-do app. I actually wanted to try using Things 3 before I bought this phone, but Things 3 it's not on Android, so I have to use TickTick, which is available on my computer, my iPhone, and my Android phone, so it's like all synced. And then I have my camera app. I don't use the camera that much, but again, I really like the icon. And then in the next page, I have my screen time widget, which shows me how many times I unlocked my phone and how much time I already spent on my phone today. And then the next widget I have is the TickTick widget, the weekly one, which only shows today. And then I can also check the other days in the week. And then I can just add tasks from here, which is the best thing about Androids in my opinion, because even though iPhones also have widgets now, they're basically like non-interactive. When you press on it, it always opens the app anyway. But with Android, you can just add it through your lock screen and it has a lot more functionality. I mean, you can add it from your home screen, it has a lot more functionality. So that's one of the things I like the most about this. And then the row of apps underneath are the work apps. So for Notion, I use it to organize my videos and shop. And then I have YouTube Studio for YouTube, obviously. And then the 3 Squarespace apps for my website. And then that's it for my home pages. I also have this Samsung Daily that I don't actually use that often, but I like that I can see my Spotify on here, so that's why I have it. I also have the Netflix thing for some recommendations, but I actually don't go on here that much, so I can probably just disable it. Yeah. So that's it for my home pages. And then in my app drawer, for the first page, I only have 2 pages on here too. So on the first page, I have all the default things. I have the Samsung apps, and then I have the Google apps, and then I have the Play Store, Galaxy Store, Samsung Pay, which I store my memberships. And then I also have phone, messages, camera, gallery, clock, contacts, settings, calendar, galaxy themes, notes, internet, voice recorder, and calculator, which are all the basic apps. I don't want to delete them because all of the designs are so cute, and I don't think you can actually delete them. Okay, you can uninstall them, but I just want to keep them here in case I need to use them. And then on the second page, I have all of the other apps. I put them all in folders because I want to keep them like organized. And then I have my other most used apps on here. I have entertainment, and then I have shops. I'm not gonna go into too much detail unless it's a really important or special app that I want to talk about. And then I have productivity, and then I have the work apps, and then I have photos apps, which I have yet to try. And then I have some games, and then I have health. This one is a skincare app that I haven't logged in yet, but I used it on my iPhone before, so I already have an account. So it's basically a skincare app that you can add your own products in your shelf, and then you can add skincare products you used for that day, etc. But I have yet to set it up. Then I have utility, which is one of the most exciting part of this phone because I customized a lot of stuff on this phone, but I'm gonna get into that later after I introduce all of the apps. And then I have Netflix, Disney Plus, VLive, Kindle, Reddit, Forest, Visco, Photogrid, and Dog Assistant. Actually, Photogrid you can skirt off, yeah. And then this you can also skirt off, but it's productivity, whatever. These apps are the apps that I use the most. And then for the utilities, I'm gonna like introduce to you how I use this phone. Also, like I have this swipe up for Google Assistant, and one of the things that I like about Google Assistant the most is that it can like speak multiple languages at once. So for some things that I feel are more like easy to express in Chinese, I can just speak to Google Assistant in Cantonese and it will get what I mean. And sometimes I will ask them stuff in English too, and that will work too. So maybe I want to ask stuff about a Chinese actor or something, I can just ask in Chinese, you know. It's just more natural, and I can swipe up to do this. And then I also installed an app called Button Mapper to assign shortcuts or functions to your buttons. I assigned the volume down button long press to activate Google Assistant. If I don't want to swipe up like this, I can just do this. And then I also assigned through the Button Mapper app to double tap the volume down button as a tick quick add task. So I can just do it like anywhere. So if I'm in YouTube or something, I can just double tap to add a task anywhere, which is really convenient because this function is also like available on the desktop version, and I use it a lot because I always think of tasks that I can do in the moment and I want to write them down instantly. But when I'm using the iPhone, I have to actually go into the app, which is one more step that makes it more difficult for me to add the thought instantly. But with this, I can just do it instantly. And then I set the volume up button double click as a screenshot, because to take a screenshot you have to either do a palm swipe or the volume down and power button at once, and this is just really inconvenient for me to do, so I just chose to do the double click with the button mapper. And then for the long press, it activates Samsung Pay. So actually, Samsung Pay also allows you to like swipe up to activate Samsung Pay, but because I already used the swipe up gesture to navigate my phone, so that's not really that convenient for me. So I prefer to do the long press for the buttons. And then the power button double click activates the camera, and then the swiping activates the notification center. So here on the control center thing, I also customized it. I removed all of the other things that I don't use, and then I put ticks at task at the top, and then I have connect to VPN for my ExpressVPN on here too. And then the other stuff I just rearranged a little bit, and I also chose to show brightness on top, so when I swipe down I can adjust the brightness right away. And then one last thing that I want to share with you guys is that I customized my ringtone and message tones. I actually had my sister record them for me, so I did it with the voice recorder app that is the stock app. I'll let you have a listen. So one good thing about Android is that you can really easily set these up as your ringtones and notification settings. So I set my sister's voice as my notifications, which is really cute. Every time I get a notification, I'm like, joy. And then I can also show you my ringtone. called Ghost Duet. And then I also have Ghost Choir as my alarm sound. Why is it silent? Hello? Ghost Choir. Yeah, should set it as Ghost Choir. So that's that. So yeah, that's my ringtone and alarm tone, and that's all that's on my phone for now. I'm still slowly setting up my phone and doing little adjustments here and there, but I think at the time that I'm using it now, like for a week, I'm slowly like more preferring this phone over the iPhone because of, first of all, the like button mapping version, the functions, because it's so convenient and you can customize it so much. And also I just really freaking like the size of it, like so small. And also having a fingerprint unlock function is really nice. Figgy's here now. So it's just really fun to have all these options to customize. But an iPhone is still more convenient for work because I use iPads and Mac for work, so I will probably use my iPhone as my work phone for the moment, and I will use this as my personal phone because it's a little bit more convenient for daily carrying and usage. So that is it on that is it on what's on my phone, and I will do a separate video on a comparison of my iPhone and this phone, and also a separate video on Habitica, the app that I briefly showed you just now, so you have that to look forward to. Thank you for watching today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will share more thoughts about this phone in the future. And if you have any questions about me using this phone or just switching to Android in general, you can ask me in the comments below. Yeah, anyway, see you next time. 그거 Sailor Moon 거 얘기하면 돼. Sailor Moon. See you next video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.